Every single day for the last couple weeks, I've gotten some version of the same question. Is SB79 going to drop a 9-story apartment building on my street in San Jose? Short answer, probably not. Long answer, well, that's what this whole video is about. These two streets are not going to be treated the same. And once you see why, most of the worry about this law is just going to go away. I'm Michael Rolfs. I sell real estate here in Santa Clara County. A couple weeks ago, I made a video about South San Jose getting repriced. And almost every single comment, DM, and text message came back to one thing: SB79. So I sat down and actually read the entire law. I read the legal breakdowns, looked at what other cities are doing, and I want to give you the calm version of all of that. So here's what it does. Gavin Newsom signed it in October of 2025. It kicks in July 1st, 2026. And the basic idea is simple. If a piece of land sits within a half mile of a train station or major transit stop, you can now build apartments and condos on it, even in spots where that used to be off the table. How big you can build comes down to two things: what kind of transit is nearby and how close you are to it. Near the busy Caltrain stations, the ones with trains running all day, you get the tallest buildings. Right next to the platform, we're talking about 9 stories. Near a light rail stop or a rapid bus line, it's shorter, think 5 to 8 stories. And the closer you are to the stop, the bigger it can go. Now here's the part that's new. Inside that half mile, the state's rules beat the city's rules. A city can't block a project just because their own zoning says something different. The land has to be zoned for homes, for shops, or a mix of the two. So we're talking regular neighborhoods, commercial strip malls, that kind of thing. The city does get one. They can write their own version of the plan and shuffle where the new housing goes. More on this block, less on that one. But they can't cut the total. They can change the where, not the how much. That's the law. So now let's talk about what actually happens. Here's 4 reasons why you should not panic. Reason 1, your house isn't getting bulldozed. The law makes it legal to build. It does not force anybody to sell. A developer has to go buy the land first. In single family homes, they're very pricey. They're owned one at a time, and they're a pain to bundle together into a big project. If you own a home, nobody's taking it. Reason 2, if you rent, there are protections also. If your building has 3 or more apartments where the rent is capped by law, and anyone's lived in them in the last 7 years, a developer basically can't tear it down. Regular apartments without rent cap aren't as locked down, but even then, if someone wants to knock the building down, they have to pay the tenants to move out and offer to let them move back in. A lot of times that just doesn't pencil out for them, so it doesn't happen. Reason 3, this is the one most people miss. The easy targets are commercial lots. Think strip malls, old office buildings, big parking lots, car dealerships, tired shopping centers near light rail and Caltrain. Those are way easier to redevelop. Usually one owner instead of 100. Nobody's living there to move out, and the lots are big enough to actually fit something. That's where the first wave goes, not your street of houses. And reason 4, even when something does get approved, it takes years to build. You've got to buy the land, you have to draw the plans, hold the permits, line up the money, and construction by itself runs 18 to 24 months. So most of what gets approved in 2026 doesn't even open its doors until 28, 29, and probably even more likely 30. This isn't changing your neighborhood overnight. It's a 5 to 10 year story. So where in San Jose does this actually show up first? Think of commercial land sitting next to transit. Here's where that lines up. Downtown around the Diridon Station. That area was already changing. Caltrain, light rail, BART, they're all coming together right there. SB79 just pours a little bit of gas on it. Then you have the light rail running south out of downtown. The blue line goes straight down the middle of 87 and then 85 through Willow Glen, Cambrian, Blossom Valley. Stops like Tamian, Kirtner, Capitol, Branham, Ohlone, Chenoweth. There's older commercials sitting around a bunch of those. Take Ohlone, Chenoweth. It's right next to Oakridge Mall. That's exactly the kind of big commercial lot near transit that moves first. Up north, the Tasman Corridor and North First Street, light rail runs straight through all those office parks. A lot of that land could shift over in the next couple years. And Monterey Road, it runs right along Caltrain through the south part of the city and is full of older commercial lots. One thing though, nobody's locked in the exact lots yet. They're still drawing the map. So don't take my list as gospel, it can still change. I'll show you how to check your own address in a second. I'm not saying every one of these turns into a row of 9-story buildings. I'm saying these are the spots where it's easiest, and I think that's where it's going to start. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying learning a little bit about SB79 and its impact on San Jose. But if you really like this content and you want to find out more about what's going on in your community, what's happening in San Jose, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and it helps me grow and kind of know what's working. So please like and subscribe this video. Please reach out if you have any questions, if you're interested in selling or buying. I have great guides in the description below that you can register for and I'll send them your way. Okay, so let's get back to it. If you want to actually follow this, watch 3 things. 1, the map. There's a regional planning agency that has to put out a map of exactly which properties are in. Right now, it's still a draft. Once it's final, you punch in your address and you'll know for sure. 2, what San Jose decides. The city can submit its own plan. LA has already voted to push the full law back to 2030. Palo Alto is working on its own rezoning. San Jose will probably do something of its own, and whatever they pick changes where the building actually lands. 3, permits. The first few projects that actually get filed will tell you which areas are really moving, and I'll be watching it too. So what do you do if you own a home in San Jose? There's really 3 buckets, so you'll need to kind of find which bucket you fall in. Bucket 1, your house is more than a half mile from any train or light rail stop. Good news, the law doesn't touch you. You're outside the lines. But you might see some traffic and density increase in areas that you drive through regularly. Now, if you're inside that half mile, but you're on a regular street of houses, technically you're in the zone, but you're at the back of the line. Again, the law makes it legal to build. It doesn't make your neighbors sell. Bucket 2, you live near one of these commercial strips by transit. The area around you is going to change over time. More housing, more shops, more stuff you can walk to. And that's usually been good for home values, not bad. Bucket 3, you're thinking about buying or selling in the next year or so. Okay, this one matters for you. The same house inside that half mile versus outside, it is a different bet now. It's worth talking through before you move. So here's the takeaway. SB79 is real. It's not going away. But the worry is way ahead of the facts. The first wave is commercial. It's slow. And it's even a 5 to 10 year story, not a 6-month one. And I'll keep tracking it and putting updates on my channel. And when the map gets finalized, when San Jose makes its call, when the first permits hit, you'll see it right here. So if you had a question about your specific neighborhood, drop it in the comments. And if you're thinking about a move in 2026, the link below lets you get in contact with me and I can give you a free market analysis. No pressure. If this helped you out, please hit like, subscribe to my channel so you can catch what's happening in San Jose. I'm Michael Rolfs and see you guys in the next video.